It's nighttime. Scott Williams' apartment. Julia's there, sitting across from Scott on the floor. Scott is sitting and meditating. He's been thinking about something, about how kindred disciplines are used, especially the discipline of presence. Something he hasn't used so much. He's used it sometimes, but not enough. He feels that he should broaden himself in the use of presence. How is another matter. He's thinking, feeling. When he's using presence, there's a glow about him, a glow you can't see. It reaches out to people, embraces them, and draws them in. An aura much like his aura he would have on his own with aura perception, with the discipline of aspect, something you would be able to see. How would he be able to grasp this, to tame this wild aura that bounces around, grabbing people left and right, not being concentrated in any way? Wait, dread gaze. When I'm pulling my beast to the front, showing true fear in people, I can somewhat, at least, control it, make it bounce to just one person. It's concentrating and guiding some kind of emotion towards anyone. He's sitting there looking at his fingers, but it's draining. This dread gaze I have comes from the beast. It doesn't drain me in the same way as presence does, but maybe by pumping my blood, concentrating on one person. He looks up to Julia. Julia gives him a great smile, of course. She's happy to be anywhere near Scott. Scott looks her in the eye, closes his sight for a moment, take a deep breath, not that it needs to, and goes down and concentrates. He begins to feel this aura about him. One of those auras that's huge, that envelops people in its brightness, but not to lose himself and use awe. He's actually restraining himself. He's trying to lock on, trying to lock on to Julius or he's seen before, trying to link the two together. He just comes a bit, and then it gets hard as the presence struggles to restrain itself as it wants to break free to grab everyone and everything in the room, but no, as Scott concentrates and the blood under the vitae within his body begins to flow throughout him as he pushes himself to affect Julius Aura with his own, with this overwhelming presence of his. And this is where I'm actually gonna make, first of all, a d4 because I do not know how much willpower Julia actually has. So I'm just gonna do that. Boop. It's a 4. And I'm gonna make a roll. One success. It feels this thing press on into hers, and as he's looking up towards Julia, she's not looking the same. This devotion that is normally by Ghoul is maybe tenfolded. She is looking at Scott as if he is some kind of god, as he is something to be revered. She she's almost panting, almost, well, some would say horny, uh, about the sheer presence of Scott being just in the same room, sitting a yard or two away from him. Scott looks to her and just beckons her with his finger. She she crawls on all fours towards him in a great haste. Scott can feel this tingling sensation coming up her, all as if something went right, at least. Maybe as he simply asks, Yulia, I'm sorry, but could you extend a hand? I'm peckish, really. As she does, he looks at it, the rest of Yulia, and he bites down, draining some blood from her. After discovering some new tricks, the scene will end.